Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little sunflowers. How are you on this fine Friday evening? Well, Friday night. I hope that you had plans for the weekend. I don't know. Maybe you'll take a trip. Maybe you'll go out, have a couple of drinks.
This weekend is Halloween weekend.
Oh, that's right. It is Halloween.
Yes, that was a very convincing ghost.
Yes. So anyway, it's Halloween, and baby, come. We're supposed to be doing something. We're going to a haunted house. We're going to definitely do something if it don't rain. I do not like going out at night in the rain and being cold, because you see, we've been to Bates Motel.
Yes,
we've been to
Penhurst Asylum.
Penhurst. We like going to haunted houses.
Yes, we do.
So, well, anyway, with that being said, I hope you have a safe and an enjoyable Halloween weekend. Nevertheless, let me say there is a full moon.
Yes.
Tonight. So just do
Saturday.
the mash. They did the monster mash. The monster mash. Just know that this is the Halloween weekend. Now, with that being said, speaking of Halloween weekend, we're going to just go in a little bit before we do the Kardashians, because all this is Kardashian.
Yes.
We want to just update you a little bit on American Horror Story. First of all, to my surprise, they are not going to be showing number 6 until 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They'll be showing that sometime in 24. I don't know about them ever doing anything like this. I think it's ridiculous. This is the haunted weekend. This should have been one of their best performances. However, I don't know. Sometimes they just do too much.
Yes.
Sometimes you try, I don't know the reason or the rhymes or the whys. I just know this is...
Maybe this was just to put out there to test to see how the public will take it.
It's ridiculous. Do you do it with any of your other ones, or you just doing it with Kim Kardashian? I used to watch you and you never had a break.
No.
So what's this all about? I mean, clearly it is about the Kardashians.
Yes,
Tell them, baby Crone.
Yes. Oh man. So it was Kendall Jenner who was, we found out in Paris. She was doing a L'Oreal commercial talking about how she's worth it and how she's coming over challenges that many people in her generation also suffer from. But the parody is that in American Horror Story, Anna, the main character...
She did the commercial.
Yes, she did a commercial talking about her body, and she can basically do whatever she wants with her body, and also talking about how...
But it was also about women's live to have abortions.
Yes, that
was the bottom line I got from it.
Yes, that is true, which is a very fitting, interesting message to put out there.
I think it's interesting. I think you're walking a line with stuff like this.
Yes.
I think it's too political. I think that's a hot topic.
Yes, that was.
And I don't know. I don't know about it.
Yes, but now I'm convinced that American Horror Story is definitely copying Kim Kardashian's life. That was all the evidence I needed.
Come on, tell me.
I put the pieces together.
Give it to me.
Yes.
Tell me.
I was shocked. I was like,
yes,
oh.
Mom, you were right.
Mama Crone had that. Yes. Yes.
Thank you, baby Crone.
You're welcome.
It is so clear. It is so clear. That's why I say why you need a lot of acting. You don't have to act when you're doing a parody of your own life.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if it's a parody as in funny, but mimicking your life. And whoever thought of it, I thought it was brilliant. The only reason why I could think that they're doing this, maybe it's something in the future that's going to happen, and they wanted to line up with that. Outside of that, this makes no sense.
That is true.
So with that being said, we done watched 5 episodes. We thought they were good. On a scale 1 to 10, I give them an 8.
Yes.
I give them an 8.
Okay, it's fair enough.
I mean, because, they do have a little phony scenes with it,
oh, yes,
right?
Of course.
So outside of that, I give it an 8. Yeah, I really would.
And I also see the correlation to Rosemary's Baby as well.
Tell them that you did watch the movie.
I watched Rosemary's Baby. And man, oh man, do I see the correlations. I kind of hate that they cut us off at episode 5. Because just when it started feeling like Rosemary's Baby, they just kind of cut it off.
I just want to see why they doing this. It makes no good sense to me, but it has something to do with Kim probably. Has something to do with a contract probably. I don't know because I don't know American Horror Stories doing this.
Right.
However, to do it for Kim, she's not a big movie star. I just don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't know if I will return. If I remember, I lose patience and stuff like this. I don't like series. Why?
And then
They just time because I like Housewives. But I like that. But I don't like sitting down and looking at a series with
You like
10,
looking at
11,
people's
13.
lives.
Huh?
I said you like looking at people's lives.
I like looking at people's lives. But if I can just go head on and look at them and binge for the whole weekend, I would love that even better.
Yes, that's even better, honestly.
Instead of waiting every week to see it. The wonderful thing about all of it is that by the time you finish the episode, you know, it's already 2 months gone by. You like 2 months? That's what I do love.
Keep track of time that
Keep
way.
track of time. But other than that, American Horror Story will be back sometime in the 24th. I don't get it. Up until this point, I thought it was good. It left us on Preach giving birth to a baby. That was so phony when they. Yes. I'm just saying.
Yes. But the cult is finally coming forth and showing their faces more. Miss Preacher finally said to Anna's husband's mom that I want to talk to your daughter because I think she's in danger or something like that. So finally we know that Anna's really not crazy, but I think everybody's just gaslighting her, honestly.
Right. But we'll see whatever they have in store that we have to wait 2 months to see it. It's beyond 2 to 3 months or 2.5 months. That's November and December. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. But and it's not that I'm eager to look at it.
Right.
It isn't that. It's just that it makes no sense to me. So if it come back on, if I catch it, I catch it. If I don't, I don't. I just don't think that was a good idea. So with that being said, now we can mosey our way right on into the Kardashians. Did you want something to say?
Yes, to transition us into the Kardashians. How fitting, I think it's in the next episode of the Kardashians that's coming next week, how Kim talks about that she's doing a TV series, American Horror Story, and they just happened to just finish showing it to us, or at least part 1. So it just kind of lines up with the Kardashians. So maybe that's why they rushed to put it out.
I have no idea. All I know, I must be honest, this was a boring episode.
It really was.
Last week was a boring episode. I don't know. I don't know. When I say boring, it lacks spark.
Yes,
it's
it really
nothing,
does.
It's no more than what's going on in our lives.
Yeah, it kind of feels like Kardashian drama, really.
You felt like drama taking the kids to out of the country?
Okay, well, maybe for Chloe.
Chloe, she's always sad.
Yes.
Normal.
Okay.
Normal.
Okay, so they're just being normal.
And Kendall's been in a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, she talked about her anxiety and how she's really suffering with her anxiety.
How she used to suffer with it and how she's getting better with it.
Actually, she said that she hopes it doesn't get worse.
Well, that means she's getting better.
Oh, okay.
She's learning how to deal with it.
Yes.
So whenever you learn how to deal with something, it makes it better. But she feels comfortable to know that she's not in it by herself and that we all deal with something. That's true.
Yes, that is true. Now, okay, so Kendall hung out with Scott this episode. Mm-hmm. Apparently, she's into flipping houses, and Scott
She's thinking about doing it.
Yes, and Scott was, I guess, showing her a house, or they were like looking at a house together.
I'm sure he went in and talked to her about it. They didn't show everything. You know,
there wasn't much there. But what I found very interesting, I wanted to highlight, is that they both talked about how Kris Jenner is controlling.
One of the other things that I noticed too, he did not have, his back was not injured from the car accident. His back was injured from a bike. That's how he landed. He fell off the bike on his tailbone. It wasn't from the accident. So I just wanted to clear that up because I thought it was from the accident that he wrecked his car, but it wasn't from that. It was from this bike accident he had.
Yes. And that was pretty much...
And when she was giving him the sound, what is it called?
What?
sound. Anyway, she was dealing with something with the sound.
Oh,
and
yes, a sound bath.
He could not get into it, but he fell asleep.
Yes, he did.
And was snorkeling a little. That's what I call snorkeling.
And what I found very interesting about that is that on the gong, they had the symbol Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So
That's
that
right.
seems very fitting for a sound bath to get in connection with the vibrations to really heal yourself.
And
put that out
Chiron
there.
is what is Chiron?
A centaur.
Yes, but no. What is it?
Oh,
It's
an asteroid.
It's an asteroid. And this a brief story about Chiron is he was born with not like the other centaurs. He had a defect, smaller, not as strong, and he always tried to be like the other centaurs. He just wasn't, and so they made fun of him and all of that. But it had something to do with his mother and father and the death, and that's why he is the wounded. It's more to the story. I just wanted you to understand a little bit about it.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, moving on, we have, let's talk about Kris Jenner and pick up where last episode picked off of. So Kris Jenner and Khloe were having their conversation about what was your mindset when you cheated? And so Kris was just like, I was young and dumb. I regret that decision of divorcing him, thinking the grass was greener on the other side.
I don't
Okay.
understand
I've
what
got
this
nothing for
is
that.
with her and Khloe. I hate to see them like that because it seems to me the conversation is not over, and it seems to me that Khloe is blaming her mother for her own misfortune.
Yes, it does seem like
It seems that way. It seems like you're mad at your mom. Yes, you may be mad at your mom because she's trying to get you with Christian. But from what I understand today, I don't know if this is true. I heard that she's wanting to date or dating someone else. She's not in love with him.
Hopefully.
He broke her heart.
I mean, she did say in the episode to get over somebody, get under somebody else.
She didn't want to do that. I'm like that either. I don't like that either. Many people believe that. I am one that don't believe that at all. That's stuff you do when you're in your 20s.
Fair enough.
You know, I don't believe in jumping out of the bed with one. I mean, that's what I said about Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Not one to judge, but you need time to heal. You done spiritually connected yourself with someone. You need a bath. You need to uncenter yourself. You done hooked up with that person. That person is all in you, out of you. You need time to purge yourself of the energy of that person. To jump in is not good. You need about a good 6 months or a year, depending on how long you was with that person.
Okay.
You know?
Fair
At least
enough.
8 months to just learn a lesson from it.
Yeah, but Khloe, as you said, always being sad. We learned, well, I mean, I'm sure we probably knew this, but Khloe really cares about what us, the public, has to say about her.
I felt that, yeah.
So even if I guess she really did want Tristan on the inside, she's just like, everyone's going to think I'm stupid for staying
Everybody
with
gonna
him.
call her a dumb bitch.
Yes.
And you know what, I'm
And
really
God's gonna
sad.
laugh at her plans.
I'm so sad that she feels that way. I am. I thought that she was stronger than that. You know, you gotta look where you are. Regardless how you got there, as you said, it was in God's plan. You're there. You shouldn't be concerned what people say, Khloe. Honestly. Live your life and have a thicker skin. Do you. In spite of your failures,
Yeah.
they make you stronger. So if you're trying to please the public, it'll never work. Never.
Yeah. That one's a lost cause there. Now, what I find very interesting is that Kim Kardashian still traveling the world taking Saints to soccer games. But
I'm so sorry. I found this episode and last episode so boring. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
it's okay. I find it very interesting that Kim's friends, that she calls her best friends, were with her in London with their kids. But when she goes to, no, they were in the UK, but now now Kim is in Paris, and she took their children, the other mother's kids with her to Paris. Cool, you're watching over them. the good. They trust you with their kids.
But it was a nanny in there. It was that man nanny.
Yeah, yes,
was
that
there.
Manny. And I find it very interesting because I'm just like, Kim, you hardly watch your, at least in my opinion, put my $20 bill in there.
Okay.
Yes, I feel like you probably hardly watch your kids, and you also talked about how you have to go to a business meeting. So why bring along these kids to tag along with you? They're not going to be interested.
This was all about Kanye.
You're right.
She normally don't take them.
No.
But this is about using the kid as clickbait.
Yes, it's really what she was doing.
Another thing about it, I thought it was curious. She was saying, "Am I the greatest mom or the best mom?"
Yes, she asked the other kids that.
And one of the kids said, "Next to my mom." And I think she like caught herself and was like, "Of course, yes, your mom." I'm like, "That's terrible.
That is terrible.
Ego. Stop it." Am
That's
I
a
the best?
narcissist for you.
Oh my God, to the little kids. And one of them little kids, "You're not my mommy." No, they didn't say that. "My mommy and then you." It's like, why would you? Is it me?
No, it's not you. It was questionable. Oh, and then she went on a whole long tangent about how being a mother is so hard. But then she also talks about how she's just lucky because she has a nanny and a chef. So she feels like it makes it easier. But she just talks about how she's a great mom.
And how she learned a lot, and she's a better mom. She's a better person for it. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll change you.
Yes.
But it don't seem like those kids get in her way. That seems like that woman go and do whatever she wants to do. She don't, nothing stop her. Her and her plane, they gone. Kids or not, she's gone.
That is true. Now, okay, so.
And I think she gets a kick out of being a workaholic.
She probably does.
But from my point of view, don't hold me to it. Workaholics die young.
Yes, all that stress.
All that stress.
Now,
I'm not saying she's dying.
No.
I'm not. I'm just saying
you
that.
got to be mindful about that.
People work all their lives and they don't even get to enjoy their retirement.
No, that's the
because
sad
they
part.
come down with sickness or whatever. I guess the stress of life finally off their shoulder and their body has been broken down from carrying all the stress. And without the job was their strength. So she's a workaholic. So I'm not saying that she's going to die. I'm just saying people I've known in my life that was workaholics, that really was workaholics, they're gone today.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that to be mean.
I mean, science, it's a new study of science to study how stress affects the body.
So I'm not out of pocket for saying
No, you're not. And how stress will shorten your lifestyle, shorten your life, just DNA-wise. So
because when she said it, Chloe Glass, she said she just have a hard time. I thought she said in one of her resolutions she was going to stop taking stuff.
Yep, she's even going to briefly talk about that in the next episode when she talks about American Horror Story and being a mom. But I just want to quickly talk about, before I talk about the big person of this episode,
hurry up.
Yes, I will. First off, is that Chapette, we know that the cat really did not like Kim Kardashian. And
At all.
So she finally decided to...
What was the name of the cat?
Chapette.
Chapette, nice name.
It is a nice name. So she decided to 86 Chapette for her Met Gala.
She had nothing to do because Chapette was going, I told you, demise.
Yes. So Kourtney Kardashian, she did a little, I guess, a live session answering questions. And somebody said that they never see her eat the gummies. And she finally decided she was like, okay, I'll eat them for you guys. But she ate it.
She did not eat it.
No, she chewed it and then spit it into a cup.
She put it in her mouth and she didn't. I thought that was bad business.
Yes, that was not proof that you ate it.
She didn't even take a sip.
No.
I thought that was tacky, Kourtney.
Yes, that really was.
And it was gross and it was tacky. If they were as good as you said you were, you could have said, maybe you took them that morning, whatever. You knew that commercial was coming up. Mm-hmm. I thought that was very tacky, and that was a step that did not sell me at all. To see you spit that in a cup and to see you make a drink and not even take a sip, that's a turn off. Sorry, sis. You ain't got to worry about me with that. If you frown up and spit it in a cup and make a smoothie and don't drink it, I don't care. You could have taken a sip. You could have.
Yes.
Now with the gummy, you should have just been better off not even doing it. Because that was not cool to take it and spit it out.
Right, so that means you don't even like how it tastes.
Or do you take them? It made me think you don't even take your stuff.
You're right.
It made me think that you, Courtney, don't even, I'm sorry. It made me think you don't even take your stuff. It's just a money move.
Yeah.
A money grab. That's what it made me feel like.
Yep, and lastly, it was True's 5th birthday, but also Tristan's mom's birthday. So it was a 2-in-1 celebration. And Chloe just felt like it was a really healing moment. And everybody was just happy. And it was something she needed.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much it, because we just heard about how Chloe just fears for True, because first her dad wasn't around, then her dad was living around, and then the dad is leaving again. So she's just like, I hope this doesn't mess her up. But she also said it was a bittersweet moment for Tristan to move out as well.
Yeah,
but whatever.
it's not, it's like they, to me, forgive me, you make more out of it than need be. You're not married to this man.
Right.
You don't want to marry him, but you want him to be a father. Mm-hmm. I don't get it. You want him to be your person. Well, he's your person, and your person is gone. And let's see how this pan out.
Yes.
Scott told her pretty much, this ain't gonna work good. Mm-hmm. This is, to me, her thinking is ludicrous.
Yeah, she did say that the idea of a modern family is weird to her, and that everyone wants her and Tristan together, and she just wants to find her happiness.
She's not in love with him anymore. She fell out of love with him.
Yes,
she fell out of love, and you know what? Hurt kills love.
Yes,
hurt kills love, and the people calling her stupid and dumb and all of that. I think Chloe done had a breakdown somewhere. And I really do. And even though her mother says she's strong, she doesn't appear very strong to me.
And that was pretty much it for this episode.
It really was an exciting episode. I wish I can have something good to tell you about it, but I don't have anything. I hope that they could, this is 2 episodes in, and I kind of miss Courtney with her boyfriend and the drama. I miss Kylie. Without these characters.
Yep, because it really just keeps it on Kim, Chris, and Chloe, and Scott Disick, of course.
And I believe that Scott Disick, now from what I heard, I don't know if this is true, he's banned from the show because he was making fun at Chris at the end of, it was funny. And the workers, the cameramen was in on it and laughing, and I think she got offended by that. And what I think, but he did it out of endearment, and her daughter was right there laughing at it and encouraging him on with it. So she got offended allegedly. I don't know, but other than that, I still enjoy Scott because Kylie is not there.
No.
And last week she had Rob says something. So this week they on pins and needles. They don't have much to do.
Yes, they're just grasping for content.
They just grasping for content. They don't have nothing, I'm telling you. And the only stuff they have, if they start going into their life about these business deals and stuff like that, make it spoof stuff. They're not going to do that. No, they're going to drag us down to somewhere where Kim going to supposedly go and talk and free a black person.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I still don't think they showed that Tristan was with her. But we know
I told you, Christian, they're not going to show it. I don't know why you would think why.
You're right, Chloe probably.
But you know, that's the thing. But you know they were there.
Yes, I know they were there.
You know he came with her.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, these are the lies that they're trying to feed us.
I don't know if they're lies.
Their history.
I'm not going to say they're lies. I'm just going to say they're just stuff they're not showing.
Okay.
You know, surely they're not going to show Kanye. Sure, they're not going to show Christian. No, why? No, but he was there. How long? I don't know. But he was there. So that's what I'm saying. Too much. They give you too much and then they cut out stuff like, that's what I'm saying. She's the great pretender because we know the truth.
Yes,
But
we
to
do.
look at this episode is so bland. If they were to put the truth in there, it would make it spruce it up.
Yeah.
But they protecting their egos.
That's what it is.
So with that, that's all I got. I don't have anything else to say
Nope.
about it. I hope we did a good recap. It really wasn't nothing much this week or last week, but we're doing the best we can. It cannot continue to go on like that because it really doesn't hold your interest. Would you agree?
And yes, I will agree. It does not hold your interest.
No. And so I'm letting you know. So we'll do it for you. Okay.
Yes, I find something to get worked up on in each episode to bring the juice.
So we found that we'll just put American Horror Story with this episode and hope that the next episode will be better. So with that being said, we thank you for joining us while we did a recap on the Kardashians. And we hope you enjoyed our recap. We know it's not nothing. Don't blame us. Blame the Kardashians.
Yes.
We brought it to you and we hope you enjoyed it. And with that being said, have a lovely, lovely weekend, honestly. Be safe out there.
Yes.
And don't let the ghosts and the goblin get you. Okay? Sunflowers.